Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everybody. My name is Mofik Khalid Sham from International Relations B 2019. In this wonderful night, I would like to observe and tell you guys about a movie from our group discussion from Group 4, which is entitled Snowden. Snowden is a 2016 biographical thriller directed by Oliver Stone and written by Stone and Clarence Fergus, based on the books of the Snowden itself, which is Heartbreak and Time of the Octopus by Anatoly Ketchers, and the film starred Joseph Gordon-Levitt as the main actor, which is Said Edward Snowden, a Central Intelligence Agency or CIA, some constructor and whistleblower who compete and leak highly classified information from the national agency. The film began from 2003 until 2013, which is having a very national accident and international accident for USA. And then, in addition to Gordon-Levitt, the film features an ensemble cast including Shailene Woodley, Melissa Leo, Zachary Quinto, Tom Wilkinson, Scott Eastwood, Logan Marshall Green, Timothy Olyphant, Ben Sketzner, Kate Stanfield, Bryce Ivans, and last but not least, Nicolas Cage. In this team, I would like to introduce the first speaker, which is Irfan Halim, and Raffi Ravandi as the main character.
My name is Raffi Ravandi from International Relations B. Today I will explain the story of Snowden. In a flashback to 2004, Snowden was enlisted in the Special Forces as a candidate. Although he was persistent, he suffered an injury when he broke his leg after landing during a drill. The doctor tells Snowden that his legs were broken for weeks, but only now have sustained a more serious injury. When he broke his leg, he warned Snowden that the bone in his leg will turn to powder if he lands on them again, so Snowden will discharge from the military. In 2006, Snowden began training for a position of Central Intelligence Agency. He started a class under Corbin O'Brien. One of Snowden's first tasks is to solve a problem using a sequence. Snowden finished first, and O'Brien checked his work to see what mistake he made. Snowden explained that he solved the problem by going out of order in the sequence. To the surprise O'Brien, but the rest of the class as well. Itu ambil, jangan ulangnya lagi. To the surprise of not only O'Brien, but the rest of the class as well. Snowden befriends a professor named Hank Forrester, who appears to have had an influence on Snowden far more than O'Brien. In a flashback 2007, Snowden is stationed in Geneva, Switzerland to maintain computer network security. Lindsay joins him on his trip. He meets with a CIA agent who guides him through his tasks. Snowden and the agent later meet up with Al-Kirmani in a hotel. Al-Kirmani appears distressed after he tells the man that his daughter Snowden and the agent later meet up with Al-Kirmani in a hotel. Al-Kirmani appears distressed after he tells the man that his daughter, fiancé, and his mother got deported. The man gets drunk, and the agent encourages him to go home. After seeing how morally bankrupt the people he works for are, Snowden decides to quit the CIA. He expressed his feeling to Lindsay over the notion that he would have been responsible for the lives of millions. In 2009, Snowden begins works In 2009, Snowden begins working at Dell as a supervisor on NSA computer system upgrades. He is assigned to an airbase in Tokyo, where Lindsay follows him. Again, in Tokyo, he works as a subcontractor insert top official on how to protect their system from Chinese hackers. Snowden sees his opportunity to get documents when one team causes problem with their work. While everyone is distracted, Snowden downloads the file onto his drive and manages to get everything he needs before someone sees. That's all for me.
Before I start my presentation, I want to introduce myself. My name is Irfan Halim. In this presentation, I want to talk about a movie named Snowden. In film Snowden, there is a character named Lanza Mills. Lanza Mills is Snowden's girlfriend. Talk about Lanza Mills, there are two topics I want to talk about. The first is about selfies, and the second is about the troublemaker. But first I want to talk about the selfies. I think Lanza Mills is very selfish because she just think about the relationship, not think about the problem that Snowden have. And then next topic is troublemaker. I think Lanza Mills make a big trouble because she cheating on Snowden. That makes Snowden very disappointed about Lanza Mills. And then talk about grammar and pronunciation. I think the character has very good pronunciation and grammar. I think that's all. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. My name is Bintang Leandra. I'm from International B of University of Mulawarman. Today, I'm gonna tell you about Laura Poitras as the character of Melissa Liu. In the beginning of the film, Laura as documentary filmmaker with Green Greenwald as the partner meets Snowden. They meet Snowden at the airport, and after that, they go to the hotel, Mira Hotel, as soon as possible. And in 2013, he disclosed how massive and persuasive mass surveillance and public data collection was, and people didn't care. Gradually, it was brushed aside, and people started to believe if they had nothing to hide, if they had done no wrong, there is no problem in government snooping. Then come in 2016, we saw what this data collection analysis can do. The result was Brexit, and the truth is, it's the same mass surveillance and data collection that is now altering how we see the world. It has the power to alter our feelings towards a community or a topic or a country or even a religion. Even if we have nothing to hide, the data that they collect from us can be used against us in any ways, and we have not even begun to see. So, I hope this movie will revive that dialogue by showing the real truth in a way that people will be willing to listen and people will be understand what the filmmaker means. But we are still heading towards the big crash, and the conclusion, Laura Poitras is really good actor. She had very good pronouncing the film, and I think that's all for this character. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zidan Alfari. Today I'm gonna tell you about the actor Glenn Wonderwall role in this movie called Snowden. Glenn is the one who interviewed Snowden and Laura who recorded. Hong Kong, Monday, June 3, 2013. They meet Snowden at airport, and Glenn goes to hotel with Laura to interview Snowden. and Snowden tells Glenn to put a cell phone in the microphone to hold the UHF frequency. Then, Glenn starts the first question, interviewing Snowden how to get access to that much information. Please explain why you do something like that when I read it in the airplane. Then, Laura interrupted Glenn's question to suggest why not add the name to Snowden first. At the second meeting, Glenn said he wanted to reveal Snowden's identity to the public and how the reaction of your country would be. Edward Snowden shocked the world by providing confidential information, where NSA had been spying for the entire world community through cyberspace. All data in the world community was able to contracted by Snowden. So, that's all the role Glenn in this movie. I think this actor has a great act and good performance. Thanks. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everybody, my name is Mardian Nusyanto. Today I will tell you the actor of Snowden movie, and the actor is Ewan McGill. In this movie, Ewan only have important scene, that is, someone who helps Snowden to publication the information about USA document. Ewan McGill has been a journalist on Guardian for 20 years, first as chief political correspondent, then diplomatic editor, Washington Bureau Chief General Reporter based in New York, and now London-based Defense and Intelligence correspondent. Born Glasgow, Scotland, McGill graduated Glasgow University with MA honors in modern history and politics. He worked as reporter on Glasgow Herald, as journalist in Papua New Guinea as part of voluntary service overseas. Reuters journalist on China Daily in Beijing, and political editor of The Scotsman. He was a member of Guardian team that broke Edward Snowden stories, winning numerous awards including Pulitzer Public Service Medal 2014. I think that's it from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Rahayu. Good morning everyone. First of all, I would like to say thank you for listening my presentation. It's great to see you all. My name is Muhammad Oza Putra Hermawan. We will discuss about the movie review of Snowden. I took a part of Nicolas Cage as Hank Forrester in the movie. He was one of the teachers at the CIA office. His first meeting with Snowden was in the office. They talked about the discovery of all things, and after often meetings, when they are in the office, he told him that the American government did not follow an achievement. He wanted him to realize it early. He said, maybe that's more important in the long run. You're getting better. And then after Snowden successfully leaked NSA's crime to the media, there was a scene where Hank Forrester said the kid did it while smoking and drinking beer in front of the television. In my opinion, the storyline is quite complicated and the grammar is easy to understand. Thank you very much for listening.
Hello, my name is Syed Muhammad Hanafi Al-Hasani, and I want to description about my character in film Snowden. My character in film Snowden is Trevor. Trevor is the head of Interactive Operation Division. He worked at NSA, or National Security Agency, in Oahu, Hawaii. Trevor helps Snowden to close access to all hackers in Chinese. Since Snowden has great potential in IT science, Trevor put Snowden into Division NTOC or National Threat Operations Center. They have two divisions. First, NTOC or National Threat Operations Center and ROC or Remote Operations Center. Whereas Trevor, as head of the division, worked on two positions at once. And NTOC is part two of defense to anticipate hacker. And ROC is part of the invasion by using tools like UAV and drones. On that can be controlled by remote. That's my presentation and thank you.
Before I describe the character of Corbin O'Brien, better I introduce myself. My name is Matius Kirel Lantang and I am International Relation B 2019. So in the movie Snowden, I describe Corbin O'Brien. Corbin is a high leader of the CIA who is cold and pragmatic. Corbin has good quality as a teacher or mentor for Snowden. He is very concerned about the security and privacy of his own country. In the film, Corbin is discussing good and easy to understand. Maybe that's all I can explain from the character of Corbin O'Brien. And thank you. Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mrs.Ani from International Relations B 2019. In this condition, after the wonderful night has come up, I would like to show to you all about the social and the political problem from this movie, from our seas. The social problem from this Snowden thing. First is the story began in Hong Kong 2016, and it has the story to provide confidential information about the NSA's global communication monitoring effort. Not long after the meeting, the name Snowden became famous everywhere. He is a considered hero by many people, but also considered as a traitor of the USA country. The social problem in this movie is about the people who losing their trust to their government of USA. They already know that United States presidents or even the elite stage of that country is stealing their data by their social media, but they don't have enough power to fight back. They think that I'm just a people, poor people. What can I do to balance it? So Snowden also had that national security in his heart, and he wants to know and acknowledge it, and he wants to reveal the USA-backed condition and bad shape of the United and elites. So by that coming from his heart, he wants to reveal everything, every data that has been stolen by United States agent. He believes and he trusts that it has been stolen. No matter what happened, he has to do it and has to solve the problem of public relations, which is not belief again to their government. And that's the political problem. The most visible political problem from this film is, in our opinion as a team, when he known by the government to have leaked information about government activities, which apparently have long spied on every activities of every citizen through the internet. Whatever is done, everything is known by the government. The United States through the NSA tab and spy its citizens and not a few residents of other countries, including tapping famous figures, business leaders, celebrities, and political leaders. Apparently, NSA has a program called PRISM. This program is a program to collect data, if including personal and private context and our privacy. So make it not safe. The media is from YouTube, Skype, Facebook, and also email like a Gmail or Yahoo. Horrifying, right? With this data, US intelligence or NSA has a deep program called XKeyCore, a search engine program that resembles Google. The difference is that XKeyCore can search any data. So XKeyCore in this condition and state is representing about a data which is collecting another data. It's not a search engine like this explanation. I already have observed it, and it's just a data like a virus. It absorbing any data that comes to Google, especially. For the actress and actor, next up, the actor and actress. It's a very good how Joseph Gordon-Levitt portrayed Evan Edward Snowden, a man who by nature is considered a hero by the American people because he managed to uncover the rottenness of the government who intentionally spied on their social accounts FBA quotes for security. But on the other hand, he also considered a traitor by his country. It's poor for Snowden. The last but not least, the message from the Snowden film. First, the United States, through the NSA, intercepted and spied on its citizens and on a few residents of other countries, including tapping famous figures, business leaders, etc. Secondly, this film also changed our perspective on war. War is no longer in the conventional sense. Soldiers and uncommon blows come face to face, but war with technological devices. For example, the US military can shoot targets that come far away on the other continents, such as Pakistan, only with the help of a drone. That's a horrifying thing. Through this film, we know that Snowden is fighting for not just for himself, it's for citizens of America which have lost their trust to American agents and pirates. I don't want to live in a world where everything I say, I do, what I talk about with others, all expressions, love, friendships are recorded. Snowden wants us to live freely and doesn't have any distortion from the elite stage of American United States. In our opinion, for this film of Snowden, Snowden film is about the now condition of this world. We can say like a globalization era. In this globalization era, media social is a part of our every living thing. Every human needs their social media to interact with others. And let me ask you people who watch this and even read this about what I say. How if your social media hijack and then used for bad condition or bad things, you probably will mad, right? So for this movie, I think it's really a good shape for us, a good advice for us, the millennium generations, or we can say that self or teen generation in Bahasa. So it taught us to keep our privacy safe. As a citizens with all social media you have Instagram, you have Twitter, you have Facebook, all you have. But when you feel unsafe in the internet, that's a problem. Social media can become a two-sided pieces. One-sided become good when you use the social media in the good shapes, but one side can kill you if you use it in the bad shapes. I think that's all from us, Snowden team. Thanks for watching these videos, and I feel very sorry if every attempt of my friends has a less thought or anything. A perfectness comes from the God. We are less human. Thanks for your attention, miss, and everybody who watched this. Love you guys. Love you all. Good night. Woo!